Also tonight, we're hearing from the owners of Hara Arena one last time before they close the doors for good.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of SciPro. I'm Jamie.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Mike. Today we're at Hara Arena in Dayton, Ohio.
The Hara Arena began as a ballroom in 1956, and in 1964 grew into a 6-building complex that closed in August of 2016. It's home to the hockey team, the Dayton Demons, and also hosted many events such as the WWF and the Dayton Hamvention. Hara Arena was where Wayne Gretzky played his first professional hockey game.
Hope you guys enjoy this week's episode of SciPro. We'll see you next week.
See you later.
Peace.
Yep.
We're gonna get out of
Giggity, giggity, goo. All right.
We're gonna branch off out of this room. Do what?
What? Oh, never mind.
There's a lot of holes in the roof. You want to go this way?
Sure.
All right. Shit. Looks like almost like a convention type setup. Yeah. Tablecloth, flyers.
So there are other urban explorers coming in, or what?
Giggity, giggity, goo. All right.
What that?
I said, are there other people coming in?
Mike, do you see? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Look at this. Forward, man. Look at that.
Oh, wow. It's already buckling up. Where's buckling? Humidity and moisture. That'll do it.
Is that sunlight coming through?
That is. So the roof's caved in and part of it. It's like concessions
I love them. Maybe humps.
where they make the announcements.
Beer bottle. How's it looking at that? That's a little weird when you walk over one of those humps. My lovely lady humps. Beer bottle.
You can tell there used to be a pattern right there.
This floor kind of reminds me of almost like a roller skating rink, but it's not as smooth as a roller skating rink. Whoa, careful, floor feels kind of soft.
You can see right through. The ceiling's already caving.
You've got some that are completely deteriorated and fall down, but a lot of the panels are nice things, just a table.
Part of a room.
Most of the panels are in pretty good shape. Some of them are gone, but you've got some that are completely deteriorated and fall down, but a lot of the panels are nice things. It's just a table. Okay, let's stay away from the windows for a little bit, Jamie.
How's that?
Not sure what that is. Almost looks like a... First I thought it was an amp, but no, that's...
No.
It's got serial numbers on it.
Not sure what that is. Looks like an old truck.
Yeah, it looks like there's an old truck in here.
Somebody went to Wendy's and decided to bring it in here and eat it.
Somebody from McDonald's has been in here recently because that's a relatively decent recent McCafe cup. I'm going to turn the light off though.
Looks like bank statements from 1973. So they stripped everything out of here. Broke everything. Smashed it all up. I'm wondering if someone just, if they just dumped it.
It looks similar to Plant 7 with how the roof is.
So yeah, this is probably owned by the stadium to do runs with very expired plates. Some doggy food. Probably rat food now. That's probably a holdover from the garden show that probably took place here. And that was an abandoned lifty thing. Perhaps a forklift?
Yeah, not battery acid.
Sizzle, sizzle. Saltine crackers. Not bucket. And a snack stand. Looks like the scrappers have started to make their way here. Ketchup packets. Yum yum. That's a load of floppy disks. Cool.
So that's a room. This is where the pots are at. How is facing nice. Shut things up.
Yeah, I can't go with this.
I'll be down in a minute. Look at that. No. This place is huge, and it takes a little walk to, especially with.
This is a supply closet. A lot of the supplies were left. No pendant.
No. Let's just back to that. That's locked.
Seat number 10. Gravy. A lot of kitchen equipment.
Yeah.
Dishwashing stuff. Little plates.
Look at that water.
Yeah, little stairs.
Well, that's cool, dude. And I'm not gonna have it.
Yeah, I'll believe you. Looks like a bingo machine. That's cool.
Yeah, I think this is everything in it. Was it cops?
No,
They woke up security or just random people?
just random people. He said he didn't want us here.
Do it.
He said he didn't want us here.
Hello? Do what? Negative. Yep. I think we are. I think this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that the same one we came in?
Yeah. You have a pocket knife?
Huh?
You have a knife? Help me, man.
Hello and welcome to our first episode of the question and answer section for the Cypro video you just saw. Since this is the scariest video that Jamie's been in, I thought it would only be good if we sat down and asked him some questions about it. Jamie, when did you know that something was going wrong in that scene?
When I was at the bingo machine, I heard something crunching, and Tyler was standing still at the time, so I turned around quickly and saw that there was someone standing at the door.
And what did that person say to you?
He said nothing. I looked at him, said, "We're just here to record some video. Is it okay?" He said, "No." I said, "Well, then should we leave?" He goes, "Yes, leave."
Can I ask the question why you stopped recording?
I stopped recording because when I saw that there was someone there that didn't belong there that I wasn't expecting, the last thing I wanted to do was have a camera in his face.
Seems pretty logical. Was it just one guy or was it multiple guys?
There were two guys that we had seen.
And what did they look like?
Well, they definitely look like they were muddy, had been through some mud, and they were not happy to see us. They actually looked like they were ready to fight. I think that one of the only things that had saved us in that moment from getting seriously hurt was that we had some very powerful lights in their face, and they weren't really able to see us due to having 165 LED lights shining on them.
In looking through some of those clips that you guys videotaped, you can't help but think that there was something very wrong going on there. We saw needles We saw chemical bottles being used.
Yeah, there were uncapped needles on the ground. There were a lot of bleach and different household cleaner bottles strewn throughout the entire place. Mattresses, chairs that were in places that probably shouldn't have chairs.
The chairs were probably something like lookouts at various places within the building.
That's absolutely what that was. A lot of the chairs were around main entrances.
And if I'm right, that building doesn't have electricity going to it, and it wasn't raining that day. So what was all that noise that you heard in the background?
I assume that what we were hearing was the shake and bake method. So when they were mixing up whatever chemical they were mixing up, they were shaking it, and that was what we were hearing.
Is it fair to say that you maybe feared for your life at that point?
Yeah, I was not, I didn't think that I would get out of there. Everything was fine up until we reached that door and realized that the door we came in was then barricaded and wired shut with very thick gauge wiring.
So let's talk about that scene a little bit. You can see it in the video. You can see it in the slow-mo. Was it like a rebar type material?
Yeah, it was a rebar that somebody had twisted and twisted in many directions. It was very difficult to get open.
Talk to me about that other door. The other door seemed to have rope or something around it.
That was a door, yeah, that it had rope around it when we first got there. There was one door that allowed access to the place, one door in, one door out, and that was it.
So did you know that there were like 3 people following you this whole time?
I thought that there were 2, and as soon as we started putting this video together, we had seen that there were 3, apparently.
So how close were the 2 behind you?
They were getting very, very close. As soon as I was able to get that door open, we saw an arm reach out, close the door, and we heard somebody try to put that rebar back where it was to lock it again.
So when you guys were standing there, you didn't see that third person that you guys actually videotaped him.
Yeah, I had no idea until we started putting this episode together, and then we did a Zoom, and lo and behold, there was another person there.
Yeah. And the thing that really just intrigues me is that when we go back and look at the video of you messing with the rope, or maybe it was messing with the rebar, you can hear that you and Tyler are perfectly still.
Right.
But there's footsteps approaching the back.
Yeah, they were getting dangerously close. I was really, really worried at that point.
I'm worried for you, man. So, Jamie, I think that a lot of the fans are wanting to know, is this the last episode they're going to see of you in urban exploration?
I think I've had my fill for a while, so I think I'm taking a break.
A break? Does that mean forever?
Until I feel comfortable going into a place and we do a little bit more research than we did before we came here, absolutely taking a break.
Any closing thoughts there, Jamie?
Yes, I cannot stress enough, this is not a good place to explore. If you are interested at all in seeing the inside of this building, do not go anywhere near it. Do not go inside. It is dangerous. There are people in there that don't belong in there, and it's a place that I kind of regret doing now.
Well, with that said, we hope that you guys have a good week, and we'll look forward to seeing you next weekend.